it's Casey with Russo Resells. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Casey. I am a full-time online reseller and I sell on platforms such as eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, and Curtsy. Today is Wednesday, December 10th. And yesterday, when we left off, I had 4 more sales that I'd like to show you. And then today, it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I have had a late start on today's orders just because I actually didn't get any orders until later this afternoon. And also because I haven't felt that great this morning. So now I had to get ready. My husband and I are going out tonight, and I just decided to hop on while I looked presentable to show you what sold. So let's go ahead and hop into the sales. Now, the first sale that I had yesterday is a perfume sample by Le Labo. It is Eucalyptus 20. And I actually got this in a packet of samples when my mother-in-law went into either Neiman Marcus or Nordstrom to buy a few cosmetic items. And we decided we did not want to test that one out, so I did put it up on eBay. I put it up on eBay for $9.99 plus free ship, and a buyer offered me $8 plus free ship, which I did accept. It cost me $4.76 to ship. My fees to eBay were $1.42, which left me with a profit of $1.82. So definitely not a big profit, but very happy to make at least almost a couple dollars on something that I received for free. Now, the next item is a couponing item. For those of you new here, I am an extreme couponer, and I get all of my toothpaste that I coupon for free. So it is this lot of 2 Crust Gum Detoxify toothpaste. I did put this up on eBay for $14.99 plus free ship, and I received an offer for $12 plus free ship, which I did accept. It cost me $7.45 to ship. I did have this item promoted, so those fees were 64 cents. My fees to eBay were $2.03, and that left me with a profit of $1.88. So again, not a big profit, but very happy to make almost a couple dollars on free items. The next item is a consignment item, and it sold right in time for the holiday season. It is Vintage Tiara. Tiara International, and it is this really heavy knit Christmas sweater with Santa on it. Very, very cute. And it actually, I left the pin on. She didn't want the pin, so I left it on, and it's a little ornament with a bear. I thought that was very cute. It's very plain on the back. But this does have some pulls on the fabric, as you can see, and it did have a few stains, so I mentioned those in the listing, and because of that, I did price it very reasonably on eBay for $24.99 plus $12 ship. It is pretty heavy. And a buyer came in and used my 15% off coupon that I have running in my store right now. So they paid $21.22 plus $12 ship. It cost me $9.31 to ship. My fees to eBay were $4.81, and my consignee left with a total profit of $19.10. This is my older consignment client. She is about 91 or 92, and I don't feel right taking money from an old lady. So I decided to just give her the full profit, and I'm very happy to do so because her sale ultimately boosts me in eBay's algorithm, and I am very happy about that. Now, last but not least for yesterday, I had these Hey Dudes sell. This kind of faux fur detail is so soft still. These are in fantastic condition. And the funny part is that I bought these at a Once Upon a Child in Oklahoma last year, or actually earlier this year in June when I visited my brother and his family there. And it sold to somebody in Oklahoma. So very funny. And I had this listed on eBay for $39.99 plus $10 ship. They came in and offered me half of that, $20 plus $10 ship. I have had these listed for a little over 6 months, and I did want to move them along, so I did accept that. It cost me $8.98 to ship. I did have them promoted, so those fees were $1.59. My fees to eBay were $4.44. I bought these for about $8 to $10, and I made a profit of $14.99. So very happy with that profit, and very happy to see, or it's kind of crazy to see, that I bought them in Oklahoma and they're going straight back to that state. The 2 items that I sold today, I haven't quite gotten out of my inventory yet, but I did want to show you those items, so I will go ahead and pop up a picture right here. And the first item to sell was this Alpine Stars. It's like a motocross jersey. Over in California, a lot of people like to go out to the desert and 4-wheel or 2-wheel, just dependent obviously on the person. And this is a consignee item. So my aunt's friend did go out, I want to say 4-wheeling in the desert, and he decided he's just not going to wear this jersey anymore or go out there. So he gave it to me, and I did put it up on Poshmark for $20, and a buyer offered me $17, which I thought was very reasonable. Poshmark's fees were $3.40. My consignee left with $8.16, and I made $5.44. It was a very easy listing, and I am happy to list something very easy and get about $5 for it. Now, the next item I got at a half off Salvation Army sale for about $4.50. It is this Banana Republic men's collared long sleeve V-neck, and it is 100% merino wool. I knew when I saw this that I had to pick it up, and it was in like new condition with absolutely no holes, no stains, no flaws. So very happy to see that. I listed it on Poshmark for about $30, I want to say a week or 2 ago, and it sold today for full asking price. My fees to Poshmark were $6, and I left with a profit of $24. So very happy with that turnaround. So these are all of my sales thus far. I hope to hop back on in a day or 2 to show you what all else sells. Hey y'all, it is now Friday, December 12th, and when we left off a couple days ago, which was Wednesday, December 10th, I had 2 more sales, and then yesterday, Thursday, December 11th, I had 6 sales. So sales are finally picking up, which is fantastic. I do have a nail appointment in about an hour, so I'm going to try to run through these as quickly as possible. So when we left off on Wednesday, the next sale I had is this vintage Brimswick, and it is this really cool 3D printed crab graphic crew neck. It does have some spots on the front, so I did go ahead and note that, and I priced it very reasonably on Poshmark. I am going to be looking at my desktop computer for all of the information. So I had it listed for $25. Someone came in and offered me $15, which I thought was very reasonable considering it did have all of those marks on the front. So I did accept. My fees to Poshmark were $3. That left me with $12, and I got that at a $2.99 Salvation Army sale. So very happy with that sale. The next item is by Cashmere Elite, and if you couldn't tell by the name, this is 100% black cashmere sweater. It is in absolutely beautiful condition, and I got this at a half off Salvation Army sale for about $4.50. I priced it at $50, and I want to say I posted this 2 or 3 weeks ago, so it didn't take long to sell. I got a $35 offer on Poshmark, which I thought was reasonable, and I did accept. My fees to Poshmark were $7, which left me with a profit of $28. Starting off the sales that I had yesterday, the first one is this Amanda Uprichard, beautiful, like kind of bluish textured crop blouse. I thought this was so cute, So fun. And Amanda Uprichard is a great brand. But what I realized is that obviously we're out of season for that, and maybe I didn't have the most desirable piece. So I had that priced at $35 on Poshmark. Someone came in yesterday and offered me $20, which I did accept because we are out of season. My fees to Poshmark were $4 and I ended up with $16, and I actually doubled my money because I got that for $8 at my local Savers. So I'm very happy to get that out of my closet, even though it is out of season and I did only double my money, but I am happy to do so. Now, the next item is coming out of my own closet, which I do encourage you all to do. Definitely look in your closet and purge, and hopefully someone will be able to or willing to buy what you think is not valuable to you anymore. So I put these really awesome Azalea Wang. They're these amazing rhinestone slippers. I bought these last year because they were on sale for about, I want to say like $40 to $50 on Nordstrom Rack. And I absolutely love them. I sized up and they were still a little too snug. So I only wore them a couple times, as you can tell. And I decided because they were snug, I wasn't going to wear them anymore. So I decided to go ahead and put them up. And I put them up for $72. My Posher VA sent out 20% off offers to likers on Poshmark, which was $57. And one of the likers did accept that. So my fees to Poshmark were $11.40, and I got back $45.60. So yes, I broke even, but technically I put in my inventory spreadsheet that I have $0 into them because I did buy them for myself, but I'm happy to recoup any money I did spend on them. I mentioned that I had 6 sales yesterday, but unfortunately I can't find one, so I'll only be showing you 5 of those sales until I can find the other one. And I also do apologize in this video. Usually I have notes and a total breakdown of all the eBay fees when it comes to shipping, promotional fees, and fees just straight to eBay. But for the sake of today's video, I'm just doing a cumulative breakdown because I ran out of Rolo labels and they are out for delivery this morning. So I do apologize, but I'm still trying to give you good numbers. So the next sale that I had yesterday are these Lot of Two Old Spice body sprays. And these I actually got for less than $1 each couponing the other day. So I listed them on eBay for $14.99 plus free ship, and a buyer came in and paid full price. All of the fees plus the shipping to eBay, I paid $10.91, which left me with a total profit of $4.08 that goes right back into my couponing fund. So very happy with that. The next item also sold on eBay. It is by Skull Cashmere, and I got this from a Facebook reseller group, a bundle that I bought, and it is this ivory skull printed 100% cashmere sweater. It is in fantastic condition, and I'm very surprised that this is the first item that sold out of all of the items I got in that bundle. So I had that priced for, let's see, I want to say $49.99. So $50 plus $7 ship. A buyer came in and offered me $35 plus $7 ship, which I did accept. All of my fees plus shipping that I paid to eBay were $13.43, and that left me with a total profit of $28.57. I believe that each item in that bundle came out to anywhere from $11 to $13, so I still made a pretty decent profit, and I am very happy about that. Last item to sell yesterday is by Banana Republic, and I actually got this at a $2.99 Salvation Army sale, and I just threw it in my cart. I didn't look up comps, but when I got home, the comps were not that great, so I still went ahead and listed it because I only have $3 into it, and it is so, so cute. It is a wool blend sequin crop sweater, perfect for the holiday season. I am actually very surprised that this did not have good comps with how cute it is. And I priced it at $20 on Curtsy. A buyer came in and offered me $14, which I did accept. My fees to Curtsy were $2.43, and that left me with a total profit of $11.57. So still very happy to over triple my money on that, and happy to get it out because I know that it's a holiday season and I don't want to sit on it any longer. I am very happy that my sales have seemed to pick up just ever so slightly, and I hope you guys are having great sales also. I am actually going to go thrifting today, so I hope you guys have great thrifting as well. Until next time, my friends. Bye.